Situation between Fat Joe and the late Big Pun is a complicated one. Liza Rios, Big Pun's widow, has been pressing Fat Joe publicly for years, stating that Fat Joe robbed her husband in their business dealings and that she is not letting up. Recently, Nori spoke on the situation between Fat Joe and Big Pun, claiming that Joe wants an apology from Pun's family. Nori says that he's seen some of the paperwork from Joe's contract with Pun, and he says that it's a standard contract and Joe did not rob the iconic rapper. After the post was made to Instagram, things got interesting when Pun's widow, Liza Rios, stepped into the comments, which sparked multiple responses from Fat Joe. Joe wants me to apologize to him for me going after what was rightfully my family's. He is responsible for over $2.3 million in royalties that was never paid to Pun. It's all in the court papers, all public info. She then took aim at Nori, saying, "At Noriega, I promise you, if you passed away and whoever you signed to take all your money that was rightfully yours and leaves your wife and kids with nothing and homeless, you don't think your wife is gonna fight for what is yours and your kids? Ask her. Please, I seen your wife. She won't play that. Stop it. Pun is looking at you crazy." In the past, Joe said that he gave Pun all his rights back, which Liza says isn't entirely true and claims that the court won them back. At Liza, tell him about that money I got you when he died. You spent it, then put out that documentary you want holding Pun down on that doc. Just say the truth. I always been 100 with Pun, and Nori knows that. I never lost that case. I never owed you a cent. He is still unrecouped. You was sitting there when the judge asked you why I'm here. I owed nothing. Just say the truth. That's all. Under a recording agreement, being unrecouped means that an artist has received an advance but has not yet earned enough money to make back that advance. I owed them nothing and gave them the music that was created by me. I paid no settlement. I owed not $1. Tell them people to stop lying. They got not $1 from me. I gave her money and she blew the money, period. Grow up and say the truth. When you put that video of you know what in that documentary is when his legacy was You did all this to yourself, period. Stop lying. It'll get you further in life lying. It hasn't got you nowhere by now. Time to tell your kids the truth. Despite their close friendship, Joe's tumultuous relationship with Pun's family has tainted things, and this year Joe was even missing from Big Pun's celebration in New York where a street was renamed in his honor. But for her to put it all on Fat Joe, it just seems pretty likely. This stuff has played out in courts, and I just am forced to believe that if Fat Joe actually owed her any money, then this would be able to be taken care of in the courts. I mean, if he owes the money, why is she not handling this through a legal route? It just seems like probably there is no money. And when Fat Joe says that, a lot of people might not necessarily know what he's talking about, her making him look bad in the documentary.